Hello, friends of Skele Vader. Welcome to my sixth live. Good to see you all here. Looks like we've got Oz in the room and we got El Tenda in the room, which is awesome. Love to see you guys in there. How you doing? Doing all right? So we got a lot of things, a lot of exciting things to go over today. I'm going to start today by talking about a really exciting thing that happened recently. And those of you that I'm friends with on Facebook and on Instagram, you've seen some of this, you've seen me sharing some of this information. So I'd say about a month and a half ago, maybe it was a month, I don't know. I proposed this idea. I thought, well, not many folks are willing to fork over the chunk of change that it might need, that it might garner if I sold the Snake Mountain that I made. So I proposed that hopefully somebody would take advantage of this idea, and that was that I'd like to do a trade, which would be a long-term trade. So the deal is that whoever takes possession of the Snake Mountain would then send me Origins and Masterverse figures starting from the date that Snake Mountain is taken possession by them. So a local guy here in Central Valley of California reached out to me. His name is Pedro, and he said, "Hey, I'll take you up on the offer." I was blown away by this. How's it going, Scott? Good to see you. Hello, Christian. Hey, welcome from Germany. Good to see you all. I'm glad you're all here. So it was really exciting. So I was like, all right, and I'm a little bit of a skeptic. So I was like, okay, this guy wants the Snake Mountain. So I took it over to him, and he has it now. And I don't know if you all have watched my how I made the Snake Mountain, but it's pretty massive. It's 5 feet by 5 feet, 5 feet tall, 5 feet long, about 2 feet wide. Sean, how's it going? Good to see you. Got one of the hosts of the Legends of Grayskull podcast here, and for good reason, because I'm going to be opening up a package from the Legends of Grayskull podcast. So I took it over to Pedro's house, and he just was super happy to have it, which made my day, because I made that thing for me, but I also made it I knew that eventually it should end up in someone else's home, because I'm a busybody and I'm going to always be making something. So I'm glad that he took it. And do you all want to see my first batch of figures I got from him? We have a couple of choices here. Yeah, thank you, El Tenda. Definitely a good day for both of us, I think. So he's going to be sending me some Origins and Masterverse figures as they come out. The deal is till we reach a certain amount of money, and then it's like, I'll be cool. And or whichever comes first, the end of the year or a certain amount of money. And it's still less than the what I should be charging for that Snake Mountain for the time and money I spent on it. So Pedro, if you're watching, thank you so much. We're going to look at the figures that you gave me. So Sean, should I open up my Legends of Grayskull podcast second place prize first? Or should we have a look at some other things that I got? Because I also have a Father's Day gift that I got in the mail that I'm really excited about. What do you think, Sean? I'm going to leave it up to you. It doesn't look like Matt's here yet, so maybe I'll wait a little bit. How about that? All right, so what I'm going to start off with is the Father's Day gift. All right, Sean, I'm going to wait. After this one, then we'll do it. Okay. So my wife and daughters, they got me a gift card, and I had one thing it was like a general gift card. I could, spend it anywhere, and and it's pretty exciting. Like, you know, money's tight for all of us right now. So I was like, oh, this one thing that I've had my eye on for quite a while. Sorry, Sean, you're gonna have to stick around for a little bit. But I've kind of my classics collection is minimal, and predominantly I have the Filmation classics. And so this guy has been sort of on my list because I love the episode that he's in. And so here he is, Batros from Classics. And folks, I think he's still at a reasonable price on Amazon. And I found him even less on eBay. So he cost us about $39 after tax and after shipping. So what a good deal for a Classics figure. I love this guy. I mean, I don't know if you, I am sure you all have watched the episode that he's in, but you know, he steals books in order to accrue the power of Eternia. It's a more complicated story than that, but I love this guy. And you know, we all saw pictures that there might be an Origins version of him coming. Fingers crossed for that. That'd be awesome. But what do you think? Should I open it now or should I open it later? Because I'm an opener and this guy's going up there on my shelf with the other Filmation Classics figures. Should I get him open? I'm not even gonna wait for an answer. I'm just gonna get him open. Now, I haven't opened, thank you, Scott. I did it. I haven't opened a Classics figure in a while, so oh, the smell. So, you know, every line has its own smell. Have you noticed that? I'm sure you have. Classics has its own smell, and definitely. So look at this guy. Let's get him out. Oh, I wanted to say, you're all experts here, so I'm sure this is no news to you all, but his real name, apparently, according to the back of the bio, is Wiley. So Batros is his nickname, and Wiley is his real name, like Wile E. Coyote, sneaky, thieving, bat guy. He's different from this bat guy. But I think having two bat guys next to one another would be a pretty good deal. All right, let's get him open. Get him out of here. Oh man, this guy, and he's got the bat wings here too. They got his boots right. I mean, I know I'm preaching to the choir when I say that, you know, Classics really did things right in many ways. This is awesome. This guy's awesome. I love that it's just like, it's like his mom sewed this for him, and now he wears it obsessively. He's got this club. This club too. It's a little bit bent, but that's all right. It's soft plastic. In fact, I'm going to be posting a video of this guy pretty soon, but the Masterverse Beastman, I think this would look pretty good in his hands. Yeah, pretty good. Awesome. What do you think? Do you all have Batros? Do you all have Batros? There's even shading in the little divots on his bat wings, which is cool. I always thought that looked like the Horde symbol, which I didn't pick up on until later. But this guy's great. This guy's really great. So thank you to my wife and to my children for allowing me to bring Batros into the household. Super happy to have him. So here we go, Sean. Let's get that Legends of Grayskull second prize package open. First, I want to say, like, when you're awarded a second prize, you expect a you know, it's going to be a small box. It's probably going to be something unique, and we think like it's really sweet that they're going to do that anyways, right? It's the thought that counts. It's you tried to win something in this contest, you didn't make it to first place, but so you'll get like some stickers or something. That's not what the Dooch and Sean Scavarna sent. Now, I don't think this is actually from Big Bad Toy Store, but we know that box. That's the Big Bad Toy Store box. But this is a hefty box. And as you can see, Sean, I genuinely have not opened it yet. So I have no idea what this could possibly be. The first place prize was a Power and Honor Foundation Volume 1 book, which I've been trying to find, and I was like, oh man, maybe I'll win it this time. But I'm not going to stop trying to find that thing because it's an amazing book to have in the collection. These two books over here, these are great, but that Power and Honor Foundation has a lot of extra goodies in there. So let's have a look. Let's see what's in here. The Dooch does provide, but so do you, Sean. Don't give all the credit to the Dooch. Though I don't know which of you guys come up with the prizes, but you both provide us with fantastic entertainment. So you guys are both putting in the effort. All right. Almost. Okay, here we go. Sean. Okay. First of all, this is awesome. So do you know which one this is from the Mega Constructs line? I do. I'm stoked to have him. Sean. So this is great, right? I open up this big box and this is in here. Hilarious, wonderful, and I'm very excited. So thank you very much. But that's not it. And I'm beside myself. I know. So Sean, Sean the Dooch sent me the Power and Honor Foundation book. Now, I'm speechless. Matt, if you're watching, I'm just like beside myself. Second place prize still gets the first place prize. That's amazing. And thank you both, you guys, for this stuff. You knew he was going to do it. Of course you knew. Oh my goodness. So look, guys, listen to the Legends of Grayskull podcast. It's amazing. And the dudes, Matt and Sean, who host it, are phenomenal. They talk about all kinds of good stuff, and they support us fans by mentioning us. Like, I've got crazy projects going on all the time. They're always going to mention us. And yeah, Scott, here it is, man. So thank you. Let's look at something though in this book. This is the page. It didn't take me very long to turn to it, but I don't know about you all, but I'm very excited about this Origins figure with the 4 legs. I'm very excited. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for this. This is going right up here on the shelf. I'm going to move some things out of the way so I can have this readily available and be looking through it. Yeah, Sean, I'll always be listening to you guys, and super thankful. And thank you, Scott, for the wishes there. So yeah, dudes, listen to the show. Support Legends of Grayskull podcast. They also posted on YouTube too, which is a lot of fun. You get to watch the guys, and they occasionally have some awesome guests on there, and it's awesome. So yeah, got it. Thank you so much, Matt and Sean. So, but that's not it today. We're going to look at a couple of other things. As I mentioned at the beginning of today's live, I've made a new buddy. His name's Pedro, and he has taken possession of Snake Mountain that I made. Oh, good, Jared. Hey, how's it going, Jared? It's good to see you. You watch them on YouTube regularly? That's great. Yeah, they're great. They're a couple of good, you know, I listen to two Masters podcasts on a regular basis. I indulge in a few others too on occasion, but the two that I listen to the most are the Legends of Grayskull podcast and Podcasters of the Universe. And both of those shows are fantastic. And they reference each other constantly because they like to give each other a hard time. And they're all friends. I feel like I'm a part of that family. So the first figure that I got from Pedro, for those of you who had joined late, I did a trade. I gave a guy my Snake Mountain that I built. If you watch my videos, you watch me build it. He owns the Snake Mountain now, but it's a long-term trade, so he's going to send me Masterverse and Origins figures. And the first batch, I'll start. He gave me 1, 2, 3, 4. He gave me 5 figures. And for us right now, like you know, money's tight, like I said. So this really feels like a ongoing sort of Christmas Day scenario. But the first one I want to show you all is the King Grayskull Masterverse figure, which is awesome because I've been thinking about a head swap for this guy, and let's do that really quick because I just have to see if it works. I've been thinking about it, and I have this idea. Head swapping with Origins and Masterverse has been a lot of fun for me, and I'm sure you've all been playing around with that too. But some Masterverse heads, some Origins heads look really great on the Masterverse figures. Some not so much. But I really wanted to see if this one particular head works. So I'm just going to take a moment. I'm going to get him open and out and try to make this quick. I know you've all got things to do tonight. It's Friday night. And if you're a family man like me, it's hanging out with the family. So, right, Sean? All right, let's see here. I can ignore the sword. All right, almost, folks. What head do you think I'm going to try and switch with this guy? In the meantime, while I'm trying to get this open, what do you all think? What head do you think I'm thinking about switching? Or it's going to be an Origins, well, oh yeah, it's going to be an Origins style. No ideas yet? All right. So I love this fur collar. This guy is totally like decked out, super amazing. I love the barbarian collar on this cape. Of course, he has like the flexible wires in the cape. I'm gonna take his head off. Oh, okay, I haven't actually seen. Hey Oz, all right, that's all right. You got to go. We'll have a look at this first before you go. Pretty good. Almost a good skin tone match, but I needed to see my Mr. T head on the King Grayskull body. That looks pretty awesome, actually. Actually, in different lighting, this will look really good. So Oz, thanks for being here. Good to see you. And then you can watch the recording of this later when I open up the other figures. I think that's pretty good. Have any of you seen this? Someone do this on YouTube yet, or out there in the community? I have not seen it yet, so I was really anxious to try this. So, Pedro, thank you so much for the King Grayskull. That's right. Oh no, Scott, you're gonna go do some karaoke with the girls? That's awesome. Go do it, man. Do you want to do it before or after we take a look at Leech? All right. Yes, yes, Jared. Now I have the power, sucker. And I'm really excited about opening Leech. I'm definitely going to open Leech. I'm definitely going to open Snout Spout. So Pedro also, he found both of these. They were in Target when he found them, and he thinks the only reason they were still around is because the damage on the card backs. But these two in particular, I really need to open them. The other two, so I'm going to do that. But the other two that he found as well, and I'm hoping he found them at a reasonable price since they've been out for a little bit, are Terror Claws Skeletor and Flying Fist He-Man. And these, you know, I never had the Terror Claws. So when I was a kid, I just was really obsessed with the villains. I'm still obsessed with the villains. If I had a choice between these two, even today, I would probably just pick Skeletor. But I always, even when I was a kid, I thought that halter top thing that sports bra that Skeletor is wearing is pretty hilarious. So I'm really happy to have him as part of the collection. And I'm hesitant to open these, and you all kind of know why probably, but you know, the card back art on these are phenomenal and they go together. Oops. And I feel like the card backs are still in pretty good shape. I might keep them on there for a little while, simply because this creates a really nice Axel Jimenez sort of elongated poster showing the battle scene. It's got, you know, it has Moss Man, it has Too Bad, and it has Spike-Ore in there too. Those three are three of my top favorites. Like they're in my top 5. So I don't know. I'm really happy about the art on these. What do y'all think? Sports bra Skeletor stay on the card back? I think yes, maybe for now. And plus the vac metal on He-Man looks really amazing. I'm gonna keep these on the card for now. Let's see. Jared, other than the Masterverse Deluxe figures, I haven't seen a single new Masters figure at retail since last year around October. Yeah, Wave 7 and Stridor. I know. Same thing for where I live. I have not seen in the store Waves 8 or 9, so I haven't seen these guys in the store yet. I haven't seen Mantenna or Pighead or the 2000X Skeletor He-Man, but I also haven't been able to say. I've been wanting to get a second Horde Trooper eventually to add to my one that I got online through Target, but yeah, I'm just waiting to see those figures show up and nothing yet. So who do you all want to see opened up first? Leech or Snout Spout? What do you all think? I know which one I'm really excited to open up. I know which one that I definitely want to open up too. So what do I want to open up first? Snout Spout. All right, Jared, Snout Spout it is. And again, Pedro, thank you so much for finding these. And I don't, you know, part of me is like, I really commend you in sticking to our deal and following through it. You know, it means a lot that you have Snake Mountain in your possession now. It means a lot to me. I spent a lot of time making that, and I really appreciate your follow through here. So thanks a lot. And I was really excited about both these figures. So get snout spout open. Okay, so as usual, it has the origin smell, right? We just opened up a classics figure, and he has the classic smell, Batros. And this of course has the wonderful origin smell. All right, let's get this guy open. I'm really excited about the two different heads that this guy comes with. One that's based on the toy, and and it's been a while. I've been going through the original Filmation series. I bought the DVD set. I haven't watched those episodes since they were on TV. I mean, I've watched many on YouTube, but I haven't really sat down and watched them all in a long time. I've been going through them in consecutive order and chronological order, and I haven't gotten. I believe that Snout Spout appears in an episode, right? Because I've seen images, and I'm fairly confident. I mean, prove me wrong if I'm wrong here, folks, but I'm fairly confident that this head is based on the Filmation Snout Spout, right? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. I don't want to spread false facts. This guy is awesome, and there's flexibility to his appendages. His ears are flexible. Oh, thanks, Jared. I'm glad you like the shirt. I found this on Walmart.com about 2 years ago. It was like $9. So this guy looks awesome. Very cool. You can turn his trunk around so it's not just pointing up, it can also point down. I believe that this is based on either an earlier design or the Filmation cartoon, if he did appear. I'm already in season 2, so I'm probably pretty close to that episode, if there is an episode. For those of you that know more than I do, I haven't dug into that yet and to watch that episode, but I feel like something in me is saying yes, because there's some sort of memory that I have of that. This guy's great. Okay, and he comes, of course, with the firefighter water pack, I guess. Let's take his head off. And this is exactly like a tool that a firefighter would have. And you all are probably familiar with that already too, but I love that it comes with one of these, an essential tool for firefighters. If you want to use I'm just going to call it the Filmation style head. It comes with like this that can go on the back, but if you want to use the other head that you can actually put water in, yeah. I don't know, Sean, are you still here? If you're still here, I'm sure you know about the Filmation episode, if there is one, with Snout Spout. And I know Matt would know, because I know he loves Snout Spout. See, I do listen to the show, guys. But I think this is here, this edge here, this side, if you hold this upside down, it allows you to put the snout in there so he can shoot you with it. But this is more based on the toy figure, the toy head. I did have this guy as a kid. So I'm really, really excited to have the Origins version of Snout Spout. Look at that. Pretty good deal. And of course, he comes with a mini comic, but and it's got a great illustration of Leech on there. I'll leave that to you all to read them on your own. But we see an appearance of Slime Pit He-Man, Horde Zombie He-Man here too, which is pretty awesome. All right, so let's get Leech out too. Really excited about Leech. I had Leech as a kid as well, so it's great to have him again. I never got the classics Leech, so having an opportunity to have a head that looks more like the mini comic head of Leech is really awesome to have. I'm really excited about these wonky hands too. Let's look at this guy. Look at that head. Kind of like a hippopotamus nose and whiskers and everything. So great. Yeah, this is really fantastic. I wonder sometimes, is it, do I love these figures because I, you know, compulsively watched the show or read those mini comics as a kid, and that I had some of them as a kid? Do I love that, or do I love the fact that this is sort of part of our like collective subconscious? I mean, this image is very reminiscent of old drawings or etchings of dragons, of sea creatures, and maybe that, I wonder about that stuff. Castle that has a skull on it is, it's speaking directly to us on a subconscious level. So, but that's probably why they came up with the designs in the first place and why it was so successful. All that stuff. Check out these hands. I love those. These are awesome. All right, let's get this guy open. We're almost done here, folks. Jared, you still here? All right. All right, all right, all right. Again, Pedro, if you're here, thank you so much. This is bringing genuine joy to me. All right, this guy looks fantastic. So just to let you all know, if you haven't handled one of these yet, I can tell you right off the bat that this body, it feels hollow, but that's very reminiscent of the original figure. He was like a hollow plastic, and you had a pump mechanism here which would suck the air in through there used to be a hole here, and he would like stick to it, and you put his face on there, and then you let go of the lever on the back, and the air would be sucked through that little hole. Now they don't have that mechanism. They've given him just a regular suction cup with a little release tab here, which is great. All the suction cups have that on his feet too. The feet didn't have suction cups before, if I remember correctly. But they still kept the sort of hollow plastic body, which I think is actually really cool. And even though you won't be able to match up that lower torso to any of the other figures, they still allow his torso to separate. Like, check this out. Like, this is gonna be really funny. So it's still there. You can still detach the bottom half and add another person's top half on there, even though that's a super wide waist for this guy. Very cool. This guy's awesome. This guy's super great. Leech. Yeah, it's fantastic. If I ever run across another one of these, it'd be good to get one just to put on the inside of my car window, my truck window. But yeah, you can have all four appendages holding on to a window. And the face if you want it. Let's put the other hands in there. Am I going to review these figures too? I might. We'll see. I'm gonna post a review of my Beastman, my Masterverse Beastman here pretty soon. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I might do something else with these guys. Who knows? We'll see. What do you think, Jared? Should I do a review? Like a little bit more in-depth, closer look, better quality video look at these guys? Those hands are fantastic. So Muppet-like. Yeah. Hey, Ganga. Good to see you. Used to have a leech. So this is the new Origins leech. and he comes with 2 different heads. This one, if you had him as a kid, this head is gonna be more reminiscent for you. It's sort of based on the vintage toy, and then he comes with another head, which is based on his mini comic appearance. Very cool. And these hands, of course, the suction cup hands from the vintage toy, they're there. So you can switch out the hands too, which is cool. Yeah. So Jared, did you find one yet? Have you played with a new one yet, or are you talking about the vintage one? Yeah, the vintage one worked, you know, constantly when I was a kid, and I haven't tried this guy yet on a window, but I've seen other reviews and they say that he works great. The suction feature works great. So yeah, listen, it's Friday night. I appreciate you all being here. Thanks for sticking around. Really great to see you all here, and thanks for watching the video. More information, more stuff to come. Jared, yeah, I might do like a closer examination of Snout, Spout, and Leech, just because they're so fresh and really exciting new figures. And keep an eye out for the Masterverse Beastman video that I'm going to post here pretty soon, probably this weekend. The last thing I got to do is add narration, and then we're good to go. And again, Pedro, if you're here watching, thank you so much. Really appreciate the trade, and I'm really excited about the future action figures that we'll be able to reveal and review through this channel because of you. So thanks again. I'm really happy that you own the Snake Mountain that I built now, and I hope you get a lot of joy out of it. And I'll see you in the next couple of weeks sometime, and we can hang out again. So thank you all for being here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, that's right, Jared. You have a good holiday weekend too. All right, bye.